what we would like to do, we have several organizations here that have nominees, and we would like for the leaders of those organizations to recognize their members. A lot of them belong to 3 or 4 different organizations. So in that order, Mr. Anderson, if you would come up here, please, sir, we'd appreciate it. Mr. Anderson is our leader with the NAACP Armed Forces Committee. And he was a recipient last year. And we would like for him, we have a fella here that we're creating a tug of war over, and that's Mr. Davis. But I think for today, we'll let the NAACP take its turn.
I'm very happy to be here, very honored to be here. The young lady that came up just before said something, and I'm a pretty strong guy, at least I think I am. Former first sergeant, acting command sergeant major, but every now and then something hits you. And she said the ones that came back. I want you all to think about that. We take for granted a lot of things. A lot of folk that are sitting in here have not been in a war zone. And I didn't go to Vietnam, thanks to my mom. I was going to join the Marines. She said, no, you're going to school. So 66 to 1974, from college to graduate school, the war was pretty much over by the time I got out. So at 33, 3 years after the birth of my son, I said, you know, I need to do something. So I said, well, I'll join the reserve for a couple of years. 22 and a half years later, but I went to the Persian Gulf. I was a combat medic, and I was with 1st Cav and with the first group that went, and I found out later that a lot of folks thought that we were this, what do you call it, this expendable. And they didn't expect us back, but thanks to Schwarzkopf and Colin Powell, we did a maneuver, and praise the Lord, we're here. We're back. But everybody didn't come back. I'm a teacher, retired over here, Jefferson County, and I'm presently teaching at New Albany High School, and we teach U.S. history. And I make sure I show the Tuskegee Airmen film every year. And I have plans to get the Mumford Point Marine film to our ROTC unit. But we don't, this thing that she said, we came back. We're not the heroes. The heroes are the ones who did not come back. Mm-hmm. And every day that I live, I try to set an example and also lift our young men and women and make them aware of the sacrifice that was made in order for us to even be here. So I just want to say to each one of you, my dear brother, Shedrick Jones, does his best to try to honor those that have been involved in our community. And it's a small token, but it's something special that somebody's taking the time to say, thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So if you leave here with anything, leave here with the challenge that for all of us, for those folk that made a supreme sacrifice so that we could be here, we got to walk strong, we got to stand straight, and we got to be an example for those that come behind us. I want to say again to the Tuskegee Airmen, they fought 2 wars. They fought the opportunity to fight. And they went through a war getting the training. And then they showed their mettle in combat. And my hat's off to them, and I appreciate their service, as I do each and every one of you that are veterans, and you wives and family members who supported those in the service. Thank you.
This is the award for Rudolph Davidson for community service in the environment, in the area of environment. So, you'll receive the award.
Rudy Davidson is a member of the NAACP Veterans Committee, and he's one of our solid members, supporter, and we can always depend on him. On these broad shoulders we stand.
Thank you.